Pleased to have back from UTEP, a graduate in electronic media, is Christopher Jesse Velasquez. How are you, Chris?
Oh, Melissa, I am doing fantastic.
I can tell. Man, you're involved in a lot of stuff. Now, when we talked a couple years ago, has it been a couple years already?
Yes, it has.
You were involved in a film.
That's correct.
So tell me a little bit about where it went to.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the film was named Crossing of Tomas. It was starring Jordan Lee from the Twilight Saga.
Yeah.
We had really some fantastic talent. The film, really what Crossing of Tomas did for me is that it opened the door for a lot of other opportunities. And, you know, kind of like where I am now, I'm producing a project called Narco Zombie. We're hoping that we can get Joaquin Coseo to star in it. He's in Savages right now, a bunch of movies. And,
that's a big movie.
Yeah, and Yvette Yates, who we're about to speak with, is also a part of the production. So
Narco Zombie, love the title. So you've been very involved in a lot of films in the last couple of years after you graduated.
Yes, I have.
Well, and you're still here in El Paso.
Still here in El Paso.
But that's good.
Absolutely. I'm trying to help the city as much as I can.
Yeah, and so are you a UTEP grad going over to help out El Paso Community College? Now, you're part of their Hispanic Heritage Committee.
Yes, I am, Melissa, and that's what I wanted to talk about. It's a fantastic event. This event is coming, it actually kicks off on September 19th. And what we're doing is celebrating all these fantastic artists, Latino artists here in El Paso, but also people from a national scale. So we're going to have various events going on for several weeks now that are going to bring everyone's focal point to these great entertainers that we have here locally. So it's scheduling to be a fantastic event.
Now, EPCC's Hispanic Heritage, and Olga Chavez is what, in charge of that?
Oh my gosh, yes. Olga Chavez is the driving force. She's been doing this for years. You know, she's the reason why all this is possible. So
Wonderful.
It's just a privilege to be there with her.
That's terrific. So this has been going on for a while at EPCC.
Yes, it has, and it keeps on growing.
And I was going to say, it seems to be bigger and better this year.
Yes, it is. I mean, the names we're bringing in are astronomical. It's really going to be a good opportunity for the students and just people from the general population in El Paso to really go out there and, you know, listen to these great people speak and also get entertained at the same time.
International students, traditional performances, you'll hear from Chicano literature. This all is Wednesday, September 19th, the kickoff from about 10 to about 3. As there's a movie that will be seen. And then the following Wednesday, the 26th, you'll be back with, oh my gosh, Yvette Yates, an actress, and a movie director, and a lot more.
Yes.
So let's first go back to the amazing gentleman from Albuquerque. You are working on, or you did work on Bless Me Ultima.
No, I didn't work on the film. What I'm doing a job training program with a marketing company for the film, Arenas Entertainment.
Okay.
And they're this tremendous, I mean, there's so many people that are so passionate about getting this project to El Paso, like Pinky Vora, who's in charge of publicity and promotions, and David Wong, Layla Fletcher. I mean, these people are absolutely phenomenal. So I've gotten the opportunity to learn from them at the professional level on what exactly goes to marketing a full feature film of this magnitude. And one of the things that I was lucky to do was actually travel to Albuquerque recently to visit the author of the film,
Rodolfo Anaya?
Rodolfo Anaya, yes.
Yes, and now he's from Albuquerque.
He's from Albuquerque.
He was not feeling well enough to come to El Paso, but last week, or it's been a couple weeks, I think, we honored him by giving him the key to the city. This is from El Paso, and the producer was able, of Bless Me Ultima.
That's correct.
What, the book he wrote?
Yes, he wrote a fantastic book, Bless Me Ultima. It's really famous in all of New Mexico and throughout the United States. And kind of a backstory with this wonderful film is that the producer, the executive producer is the owner of Walmart. I believe her name is Christy Walton.
Yeah.
She's a big fan of the book, got a great producer on board, the team from like Chronicles of Narnia and other films. And now they're bringing this red carpet event, and this is probably one of the first times it's ever happened, to the Plaza Theater, and this will be on September 17th. So, I mean, it's going to be such a marvelous opportunity for the city to go out there and support this film and watch it in theaters here. It's going to open theaters here on September 21st.
I think we're going to have the red carpet in the whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards. Talking red carpet. It's going to be phenomenal.
Excellent. All right, so that is going to be... Now, Christy, with part of the family that founded Walmart.
That's correct.
Was she the one who purchased the cowboy outside of the art museum?
You know what? I'm not too familiar with that. I'm not too sure.
I think so.
But I'm just happy she's getting involved with the community with this film. It's phenomenal.
So I think that's wonderful that you were with the author.
It was a great opportunity.
Just give me a couple of sentences about what he had to say about getting the key to the city and all.
It was inspiring, Melissa. It was emotional for me to listen to this man because the one thing that the thing that he stressed that he's most proud of is not so much the fame and adulation that comes with something like this. It was rather the fact that he wants to put the spotlight on other writers from El Paso, from New Mexico, and really build the foundation for all these great artists to have an outlet to express their art. And he is hoping that Bless Me Ultima as a film can be the driving force to do that. And also the fact that this movie's cast, if you look at it, especially at IMDb, the cast is not A-listers, for instance, but it's great talent that's up and coming.
Oh, we will be seeing these folks as A-listers in just a few years, I bet you.
Yeah, absolutely. And already, Joaquin Coseo's, he's up there. He's in it. Miriam Colon from the Scarface movie. So El Paso's really in for a huge treat.
And Johnny Depp has been in New Mexico with doing The Lone Ranger, and Joaquin has been right there.
Joaquin's right there, absolutely. So representing I believe he's from Juarez, Mexico. So he's definitely representing the community in a film of that magnitude.
Well, so is the very beautiful Yvette Yates. She is on the top 10s who to watch for in Hollywood list. And she's been in a number of movies, but she grew up right here in El Paso as well as Juarez.
Yes.
In 2009, Yvette placed second in the special mention at the 13th Annual Los Angeles Latino Film Festival, got a number of other awards, and has had much success with her latest 4 films. The most recent, Eva Longoria is in it. It's called Without Men.
Yeah.
She was also in Free Ride with Anna Paquin. Wow, and Water and Power. And so tell us about Yvette. Have you met her?
Yvette has become an extraordinary friend. She's somebody that, I really feel that, and I know a lot of people in Hollywood feel this way, is she is really the hope. I know we've had Jennifer Lopez and so many great Latina actresses, but she's so up and coming, and the potential's off the roof. She recently came off her first big starring role. It's a movie produced by Joel Silver from the Matrix movies, and she plays lead opposite Scott Adkins, which you're going to see in Expendables 2, and the great Christian Slater. And you can get this on pay-per-view, iTunes, PlayStation Network, Xbox Live. Yvette is a phenomenal person, and I am so proud to say that she'll be in El Paso supporting the artistic community and being at this event for Hispanic Heritage. It is a thrill for everyone that's involved in this.
All right, so to keep everything straight so that you know what's going on, you want to circle your calendar. Where do we go to find out the lineup? Is it a website?
Well, at the moment, we're currently working on the website, but you can go to elpasocommunitycollege.com, at which point, you just put in Hispanic Heritage and you'll get a lot of information on the event. We also have a billboard that's coming up next to the freeway, which will advertise the event.
Oh, good.
And the event that, they're all great, but the one you really want to watch out for is September 26th. That's where we're going to have Yvette there. We're going to have Motown artist B.Taylor, as well as hopefully Luis Mandoki, who's a huge director. He directed, he's directed Kevin Costner, J-Lo in Angel Eyes. So it'll be great for the local community, especially students that have an aspiration to work in the arts, to show up at this event and really learn from these individuals who are here to help them. I know that certainly transformed my life, getting to hear my friend Joel Alcantar, who at the time was an executive at Fox.
Yes.
So you never know what these opportunities could lead to. It's limitless, really.
And so if you go, you will see Yvette Yates enter the room, and the whole room will light up. I love that she's been described as a laugher and a hugger.
Exactly.
Now, it does also help that your dad is president of Azteca Films. For a time in the 80s, and of course her family supported her. But she ended up getting a BS in physiological science at UCLA. I was looking at medical school, and they said, let me try some acting out.
Exactly.
So started with no contacts and no formal training, and here she is.
Absolutely.
Just a dynamo.
Raw talent. Amazing talent that's luckily been discovered.
Yes. Now, along with her, we have an amazing hip-hop singer in the form of B.Taylor. He was discovered by the Motown founder.
Yes, that is the legendary Pete Moore, who discovered B.Taylor, got him in touch with Stevie Wonder, with all the legends of Motown. And through that, B.Taylor's been able to attract a universal audience, a great audience, especially through his collaborations with artists such as Ray J, Polly Perrette from NCIS. And he's really all about giving back to the community. He's been a huge supporter of mine. He's helping me with a Narco Zombie, which Yvette it will definitely, and Anara Celi as well from the Machete franchise will star in. And he wants to come to El Paso. He wants to help the Latino community, and at the same time he's working on these great concepts of one thing that possibly may happen is we may distribute several hundreds and hundreds of free cell phones through the aid of Mr. Taylor.
Wow.
That's something that we're working on, but hopefully it does get approved. But, we're thinking on a grand scale here.
Yeah. Well, you can go on Facebook, Twitter. He's got a ton of followers. You want to check him out. But maybe you know about him. He's the first hip-hop artist to be supported and endorsed by top-ranking officials in all branches of our military. He performed for the president and his family, and President Bush's family. First artist since MJ, Michael Jackson, to be endorsed by the Motown legends in his launch. So he's from Illinois, a native of Illinois, and also went on a U.S. Navy ship and entertained, and also has had a Grammy nomination. So
that's correct.
This is going to be great. Now, he will be on Wednesday, the 26th of September, at the Viverde Amphitheater at about between 1 and 2.
That's correct. He will be there, and it's great because he's been in El Paso before. He came in to speak to UTEP students, so he's familiar with the city.
Great.
So it's just really great to have him back with us in El Paso.
And after he talks with you, then between 2 and 3, just to follow him, Yvette Yates will speak with you, and there'll be a moderator and an interview in Hispanics in the movie industry. And then later that night at 7 o'clock, Yvette will introduce her movie Without Men, and you can see that on an outside. Oh, you have a 5 to 7 o'clock Bash rock concert?
Yes, and you know what? Bash is a band I've been hearing a lot in the local community. They've been getting a lot of great press for several years now. So that's another thing, that's one of the things about Hispanic heritage is really, you get someone like B.Taylor, Yvette Yates, even Manadoki also, and you put them in a venue with Bash. I just think, it gives Bash such a great opportunity, and you'll see other artists like Bash. You're going to see artists that do all kinds of things, from artwork to literature. All these artists are going to be in display throughout these various days, and I think that's what the beautiful thing about it is. If you look at September 27th, now this is at the Valle Verde campus, it's going to be at the Annex, and we have a day that's pretty much devoted to Chicano literature, which I believe is a perfect tie-in with Bless Me Ultima. As we were talking, Anaya is a big... he really wants Chicano literature writers to get out there, to have their visions realized. And here we go. There's kind of like his contribution, which now we're putting these Chicano artists on the spotlight. And hopefully one day they can also, have a feature film like Anaya. It's just, it's so great to get this talent out
While we are speaking about Mr. Anaya, is he working on another book?
Well, when I was there, he was talking about working on another book. This guy is fiercely devoted and passionate, especially about El Paso. I know maybe one thing people might think is, he's from Albuquerque. Why is the movie premiering in El Paso? Why is he getting the key to El Paso? But the real reason is because this is an El Paso guy. He's spent so much time here. He's come to all the schools here in El Paso, given lectures. He's been published by Cinco Punto Press, which is our main, publishing company in El Paso.
Yeah.
So, it's only fitting to bring this event to El Paso, and through our bond with areas such as Albuquerque, Las Cruces, New Mexico, this is great for our region, putting it on the national spotlight with these fantastic artists, it's going to be amazing.
Yes. Now, Thursday the 27th, as Chris mentioned, starting about 9 in the morning, Gabriel Gaitan and Carlos Aceves, and they're going to talk about the Mayan calendar and let us know whether the end of the world is coming or not.
And isn't that so now? When you think about the year turning and everyone, all the speculation, what's going to happen? How cool to have that guy there talking about that.
And that's a day long also. So these are all day long dates for you in September and coming up in October that you should consider going to epcc.com as they work on their website, but then when you get closer to the date, mid-September, you want to check that out for sure and see what you would like to attend and check out.